What's up, folks? This is Jeff doing StrongLifts 5x5 workout A. This is day 21 in the 7th week of the 12-week program. The date for this workout is 4/24/2015, and I did this workout at the end of the day. I did the voiceovers a little bit and worked on day 20 right before going into the gym, and I was going to go in the morning before work, but my knees started hurting. So the thing is that my left knee now is starting to activate a lot more because I noticed that with the popping issue that's been going on throughout this entire program on my right side is due to me overcompensating on my right side. So I'm very right leg dominant in my squat, and I think that's why it's been popping so much. So as I've been shifting over and trying to get the equilibrium down my body throughout all these squats, my left leg is starting to work a lot harder now. So I think that's why my left quad is so much more sore now. And I didn't really start feeling it until after Wednesday's workout. So after day 20. Today is Saturday right now. I'm recording the voiceover or the commentary for day 21 right now. And I went to go see a sports masseuse, and yeah, she was telling me all about it. I was asking her, why is this hurting? What should I be rolling on? What should I do? And she hit all the pressure points and told me that, yeah, you are very right leg dominant. So I'm going with that. I'm going to try to just focus on getting down the middle. I know for day 21, it didn't hurt so much throughout the workout. So I'll go into it as I talk about the warm-up, but before I went into the warm-up, I did a lot of stretching. I was rolling on a foam roller. I was rolling on a lacrosse ball. You'll see it in the video. I did that also. And yeah, so I'm trying to get that down. It's one of the bigger things that's happening right now. And let's go with the video. I'm going into the squats now. I did free weight. I did 45, 95, 135, 185, and 205. The difference today is I started doing Mehdi's version of this warm-up. So one thing that I noticed is, I watched his videos a few times, but every time I watch it, it cues something new, or it reminds me of something that I forgot about. Because every time I'm watching it, I'm focusing on certain information that I want, and then going into it again, it's like, oh, I forgot about that. I should have did that too, So the thing is, now I'm gonna start doing the warm-ups that he did. At least I did it for this video, right? For this day. And what that means is I did 2x5 at 45 pounds, 2x5 at 95 pounds, 1x3 at 135, 1x3 at 185, and 1x3 at 205. So it was very gradual. It was short, but it got to the point. I was pretty warmed up by the end. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 4, 7 sets of warm-up. Not very long, though. I mean, you do them by threes, it's fine. The only thing is, I feel like I'm a squat hog because I'm always on the rack. I spend a good half an hour, not really half an hour, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes just doing squats. But it's helping. It's really good. So, do your squats. Okay. I treat it all the same though. As I'm going in, I'm trying to get all the subtleties down, trying to get my hand motions down. As I'm watching this, I noticed that, yeah, my friend pointed out that my wrist is kind of off whenever I hold the bar. And what I've been trying to do as I do that is, as I hold the bar is, I'm holding it like this, right? So I'll do it right in front of the camera. So it looks like this. So I'm trying to roll up my elbow just so that I can get it up more. I think I'm back, rolling it up like that. That way it'll be straight. So what I'm trying to fix in my squat now is I'm trying to get closer to the low bar form as possible. And I don't know if it's because my body size or what, but I can't get it the way that I guess skinnier people can. So yeah, I'm trying to go as close as possible as I can with it without, I don't know, hurting myself or whatever, right? So that's what I'm working on. Here we go with the first set of the squats. This is at 250. I haven't done 250 before, not for reps or anything, so this is my first time. Yeah, it gets really serious now. But the weird thing is, You know, as scared as I was coming into this, especially with my sore right quad, I mean left quad, I thought I wasn't gonna get it. But then when I went through it, it was fine. You know, I forgot what resource I was reading, but you know, they said don't be afraid if your muscles are sore. Just work through it and it'll be fine. I mean, chances are they're sore, but it's not painful. So, I mean, that's what I was thinking about as I was going through these sets. Is yeah, it actually isn't that bad. So, you know, if you're just coming into the channel, you're watching these videos, you know, don't be afraid of when you're going into the squat that you're going to be sore the first week or two. First week or two, you're always going to be sore, especially if you start cold. Haven't worked out in a long time or haven't worked out at all, and you're starting to work out, you know, everybody goes, oh my god, I'm so sore, I can't do this. You'll get over it. It's just lactic acid building up in the muscles. You just got to get it out. So here we go with the second set. Let's see. As far as the form is concerned, you know, I'm trying to pull the bar back as far as I can on my back. I'm pushing it against my back. It's right behind the traps, right above the shoulders, right in that groove. It's sitting on the shoulders. And I'm folding my body as much as I can, like an accordion, as physically possible, because, you know, I've got a belly, so it gets in the way. I'm trying to get rid of it. That's what I'm doing. You know, slowly I'm trying to get the slim down and stuff, but it takes time. Yeah. The depth, you know, the depth looks okay. It's at parallel. It could be a little bit lower, but I've noticed that the problem is the lower I go, the more butt wink I get. So it's kind of like a trade-off, right? Oh, here I am doing the lacrosse ball stretching. You can see me kind of. I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's a lot of struggle in my face. Like I'm like you know, it hurts, dude. It hurts. Okay, so in between sets, I'm doing 3 to 4 minute breaks just to get you know, recover. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to shorten it up. I don't know. It depends on how I feel when I have enough. I don't wanna take too long of a break, but I also don't want to take too short of a break. If I take too short of a break, I'll fail. If I take too long of a break, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. I failed at not press. Oh yeah. So one of the things that I didn't do in this set, I mean, yeah, in this squat session was I didn't press from the bottom from my lower back like I wanted to start doing. That was the thing that I picked up from Ripato's video on Art of Manliness. You know, that's where all the explosiveness comes up when you go to the squat. I didn't really do that much this time, and a lot of what was on my mind throughout this whole entire thing was my left quad. It's still sore. I did get it worked on today. I'm gonna have to keep coming back, and like, she got everything. She pinpointed on my calves, on my lower back, my rotator cuff, a whole bunch of stuff back here on my neck. Everything just kind of references each other. It's so amazing how you have one part of your body that's so far away from the other part, but once you hit that pressure point, it releases throughout the whole body. It's crazy. Okay, so here we go with the last squat set. Yeah, like I was saying with the depth thing, you know, if the lower I go, the more butt wink I get. So I'm kind of figuring that part out. But I think if I'm exploding with my lower back going up, the butt wink issue won't be so bad. So I'll be working on that the next time. I mean, the next sessions and all that stuff. Just trying to get that as a habit. So my Valsalva maneuver is on point. I'm always taking a bite of air. I'm keeping my breath in, and I blow out right at the very top of the squat. You know, maybe I'm exaggerating when I'm coming into these lifts. You know, it might not be that much, but I'm getting ready for the bigger ones. You know, like I'm looking forward to being able to squat 315, 3 plates. That's when it gets real. You know, that's when it's like, oh, you know, you get to really brag about it. But before I get there, I've got to get this foundation set, and that's what I like about StrongLifts. You know, it's about patience and progress, and just, you know, just progressing each time. You know, and it's good because it's gradual. It's not drastic. Here we go with the bench press. Do 170. I can't really say much here. You know, I do feel a little bit in my rotator cuffs, you know, and I felt it yesterday, and then when the masseuse pressed into my rotator cuffs, it hurt. So there's something else that I'm doing wrong here, and I think it's because I'm not really keeping everything tight, especially my arms, and I'm not keeping my lats pulled in or something. So I've got to work on that. Yeah, the one cue that I need to remember, and I didn't think about it until the third set, was digging my shoulder blades into my back pockets. Somebody in the StrongLifts Reddit forum said that, and it's a good way to visualize. You know, it's almost kind of like when you're doing the Pendlay rows and you're visualizing hitting somebody behind you with your elbow as you pull the bar up. That's a really good cue, at least for me. At least it works a lot. It works really well. But yeah, I've got to keep my grip and my whole setup tighter when I'm doing this lift. I've noticed that on my prep now, I'm pulling my heels back further, and that's activating my legs a lot more with this lift as well. It just feels kind of weird that I'm overarching my lower back, but I think that's what it is. Some people stand up on the bench. I don't know how they do that, but yeah. I don't want to stop doing StrongLifts 5x5 until after I hit 2 plates on the bench. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Let's see, StrongLifts ends right around EDC, which is where I'll be out for a whole week. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure out scheduling around that time if I'm just going to deload for a few weeks and then go back into it and slowly progress back up to 225 for the bench or what. But I think that's a good indicator as to when I can actually stop. I know that'll push out that'll actually push out the squats, the deadlifts, everything else a little bit further out, but you know, whatever. It'll be like an extra 15, 20, 30 pounds, which is good because I'm going to have to progress anyway. What else can I talk about here, especially after the bench? Maybe deload further back on the place. Yeah, the other thing I got to work on is my belly. I got to get that form out. It's always sticking out, and well, hopefully by June I'll be at 180. I still got 10 pounds to go. I've been stuck at 190 all week. What I've noticed about my body is the weight doesn't drop. It drops in waves. It'll just stagnate for a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, 5 pounds lost. So I've just got to be patient. I've got to stick with it. I've got to be consistent. Consistency is key. Yeah. So we'll figure it out there. That's a whole nutrition issue. It's not a lifting issue. So here we go with Pendlay rows. Doing 160. Yeah, I kind of want to do deficit ones now because I feel like I'm not getting enough time over tension. I'm not getting enough length and depth when I'm doing the Pendlay. You know, I feel like my arms are really long. So what I might do is I might step on the squat platforms, or I might just get a couple plates and just stand on it just to get some more length in my pull. That might really help with getting more tension in the back. Oh, the other thing is, so the camera died. My SJ4000 died in the middle of a set. I was using it to record some stuff earlier in the day, and when you use the Wi-Fi mode, it just kills the battery. I think it lasts like a good 2 hours without Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi just kills it. Like by the time I finished doing like maybe like 20 minutes of footage, it was at halfway already. Dude, the battery thing doesn't last very long, so I don't know. If you have a GoPro, tell me if it's much more superior. I'm sure if you do, you're going to say it's the best thing in the world, but I know I bought the knockoff, so let's see, I pulled out. Yeah, so I used my old camera to record the rest of this video. And one thing that I'm doing now is I'm really trying to press my stomach against my quads and keep that still so that I can really do the rest of the rows, you know. That way I'm parallel to the floor and I'm stuck, and the only things that are moving is my back and my shoulders, you know, and that's where all the focus is. So yeah, I guess that's it for day 21. Overall, it was a good day. I'm glad I'm finally hitting 250, and you know, I can't wait to get higher on the other weights for the rows on the bench. Thanks for watching, and go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment up your feedback. Send me some plur vibes if you're down and you feel that, and I'll see you in the next episode when I get back into rec mode. Thank you.